Oh, sorry. Good evening, everybody. For a second time. Welcome to the planning meeting tonight. Welcome to members of the public turning up and our District Councillor, Claire. Thank you very much. I can confirm that this meeting is being live streamed to the public via YouTube. I'd like to remind everyone that this meeting is conducted in accordance with our standing orders, and we welcome the public participation during the designated item on the agenda, for which you have already booked in to speak via the officers of the Council. However, once the meeting formally begins, public interjections will not be permitted. I'd like to point out the exits available in case of emergency required, and to use the staircase down to the foyer, out the main entrance doors on the ground floor. The assembly point is outside the Chinese takeaway, and there's no fire alarm planned for tonight, so if the alarm does go, the chamber should be evacuated via the normal fire exits. Toilets are available just through the doors on the first floor. And please can I remind all in attendance to put their phones on silent or switch them off, please. Can I please ask all councillors to confirm they've received the documentation? Yep. Required to consider the agenda items, and I can confirm that all papers have been circulated with the agenda to all councillors. Please can I remind all those in the chamber the correct etiquette required for meetings and clarify that the raising and counting of hands is the correct voting protocol which were required for decisions. This being made clear to the officer. And we will now proceed with the public participation on the item on the agenda. Please note that each speaker is allowed 3 minutes. All comments should be directed to me as the chairman, and we ask that contributions remain respectful, relevant to the specific items of business to be transacted on the meeting agenda. Once the public participation is concluded, the formal council meeting will commence, and the members of the public will be no longer permitted to speak. Thank you. Okay.
Can we have Sue Limpany, please, in respect of DC 251834?
We live at Westlands, which is adjacent to Rowan on its northern boundary. We object to planning application DC 251834 due to inaccuracies cited to previous use of the agricultural field and lack of privacy to Backset Cottage due to the zip wire platform overlooking their bedroom. Rowan's planning statement, reference P045A in section 2.4 says, contrary to previous applications and statements, the application has confirmed via the previous owner of the site that the large open area to the rear of the main dwelling was always used as part of the residential garden. We contacted the previous owners of Rowan in November to question the above statement and received a reply on November 20th, 2025. They stated that the only time they had been contacted was fairly soon after moving out, and the applicant asked about water bills. They have not been contacted since. They responded to solicitors' questions about the field when they sold the house to the current owners and told us that in the field, only a relatively small area between the greenhouse and backset was part of the garden. This corresponds to the site plan from the land registry provided in application DC 222316 for the installation of 22 solar panels in an agricultural field. It is my understanding that change of use from agricultural land to residential garden requires evidence of residential use for 10 years. We have lived at Westlands for 38 years. The previous 3 owners during this time have never used the field as residential garden. The current owner had not used it as residential use until it had the zip wire installed. Also, Southwater has significantly increased in population with even more housing estates being proposed. Surely we need to keep undeveloped sites for wildlife protection and rainwater percolation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Caroline Kitson, also in respect of DC 251834.
Is it on or off? It's on.
The original version of planning application dated the 20th of November 2025, DC 251834, was for retention of children's play equipment and zipwire platform, retrospective. as a fully functioning zipwire structure that had been built within an agricultural field belonging to Rowan during the summer. The Zipwire is clearly located within the boundary of the field, as was defined within a previous application, DC 22-2316, in relation to the installation of solar panels, where it is described in the planning statement dated the 15th of December 2022. It was decided by HDC Planning in January 2026 that the application should have been for change of use of the land to residential to facilitate the Zipwire structure remaining. There was no indication of the amount of the field that would be included. It was also stated that the application DC 251834 would be invalid. A letter deemed to be a planning application was received in the post dated the 12th of February 2026. This was an updated version of DC 251834 with the addition of extension of residential curtilage, retrospective, with no details or plan indicating to what extent. There are 3 plans already detailed in documents submitted on the planning portal, all showing an enlarged area of domestic curtilage, outlined in red. As the application with an extension of residential curtilage is what is being requested, why is this not subject to a change of use application, as was supposedly requested? The location of the takeoff platform within an adapted tree, directly opposite within close proximity and at a similar height to our bedroom window, gives a clear view into the window and into our conservatory and entire garden. The Zipwire, and particularly its location, are in contravention of the provisions of the Human Rights Act, Article 1, which sets out a person's right to the peaceful enjoyment of property, and Article 8, which sets out their rights to private and family life and for the home. Allowing the retention of the Zipwire structure would be in contravention of the provisions of the Act, given the level of noise generated by the Zipwire when in use, its close proximity to our house and garden, whilst also allowing a clear view into the bedroom window from the takeoff platform. It is obvious that little or no consideration has been given to the impact on the privacy of the neighbours.
Thank you very much. I believe we're discussing this later.
We are.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Have we any apologies for absence?
We have apologies from Councillor Watkins, Pearce, Briley and Stannard this evening.
Okay, thank you very much. Have we any declarations of interest from anyone this evening? No. No? Okay. Agenda item 4, to consider approved in minutes of Planning Committee meeting the 4th of February 2026. Has everyone seen a copy? Yeah. Can we have a vote on that?
Have a proposer.
A proposer? Proposer is Erica. Seconder is Derek. All those agreed? Yeah, those that were there. Lovely. Have we got matters arising from the meeting at all? No, none at all. Did Graham give us a chairman's report?
No.
He didn't?
No.
Okay. This could be a quick meeting then.
Exactly.
Okay. We haven't got a chairman's report tonight, but I will speak to Graham and see if we can get one ready for the next meeting, for next month.
I'm hoping that we can do an MPPF update on the chairman's report at the next meeting.
Okay, excellent. Executive officers report.
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report?
Nothing to report.
All right. Have we had any correspondence?
We have. A resident has raised concerns about the issue of two-way traffic on College Road, with buses getting stuck, and the issue with parking. They noted that traffic frequently turns into the side roads, causing residents to drive on the pavements to bypass them. The residents wanted to know if there were any plans to make College Road one way to ease the issues. We have had correspondence from the consultancy working with Star Build regarding their intention to submit a planning application for the COPS Phase 2 on Worthing Road. They detailed the proposal to deliver 23 new homes on the land to the rear of the care home. The letter was also sent to residents living near the site. The pre-application panel is trying to arrange a meeting with the developers currently. And that's all for correspondence.
Okay, thank you. All right, so highways, drainage, street lighting, street names, verges, footpaths and rights of way.
Quite a bit.
You've got quite a bit, okay.
Okay, so under Section 9 of the Open Spaces Act 1906, Southwater Parish Council completed the acquisition of the parcel of land lying to the west of Reeds Lane, title number WSX 99391. Land held under that Act is held for open space purposes and the statutory framework that safeguards its status in perpetuity. The land is crossed by public right-of-way PROW 1678. West Sussex County Council remains responsible for maintaining the public right-of-way, and the Parish Council will carry out additional general land maintenance where appropriate. Further information can be found on our website. Following the West Sussex County Council Planning and Rights of Way Committee decision on the 4th of February, and under the Wildlife and Countryside Act 1981, an order was made on the 17th of February 2026 to add footpaths in the Cortlands Wood area of Southwater. The order will be available for public inspection from the 12th of March till the 23rd of April at West Sussex County Council, Horsham District Council and Southwater Parish Council, during which time representation and objections to the made order can be submitted. West Sussex County Council have announced a 4-year programme to upgrade approximately 64,000 street lights to energy-efficient LED, and will also introduce a new remote monitoring system to provide improved street light performance management and quicker fault detection. The programme begins in March. Roadworks taking place in Southwater in the coming weeks include A24 from Pollard Hill roundabout southbound to Buck Barn, closed on the 3rd and 4th this evening for evening works. This includes all connecting roads to Buck Barn. Two-way signals on Worthing Road, just south of New Road, for tree cutting on the 5th of March. That's during the day, so there will be issues tomorrow. Lane closure at Hop Host roundabout on the 7th and 8th of March, and lane closure on the Horsham bypass southbound on the 7th and 8th of March. 2 Mile Ash Road will be closed on the 12th of March to allow for the bridge near the Backs Castle to be inspected. Road closures and diversions in the local area include A264, Horsham bypass to Crawley Road, east and westbound lane closures from the 12th to the 23rd of March for vegetation clearance. A23 in both directions from Handcross to Pease Pottage Lane, closure from the 30th of March to the 2nd of April. A23 Slip Road, evening closure northbound from Slorham to Pease Pottage for maintenance works on the 5th and 6th of March. Evening closure of the M23 in both directions at Junction 11, Pease Pottage, from the 7th to the 9th of March. These details have been shared on our website and on social media. That's it.
Can I just ask you a question about the public footpath at Cortlands Wood?
Yes.
You're obviously saying that the plan can be viewed at these council offices. Is it going to be upstairs or downstairs, or it's not decided yet?
It will be on the notice board
On the notice
where
board.
we put all of our notices, and
Okay.
it will be placed on the website as well.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
No, you're first.
Julie, I mentioning something about the trees. Is this the one to bring it up in?
Yes.
So I think we all remember about 3 or 4 weeks ago there was a tree that came down in Tower Hill that blocked the road by the pub. I happened to be in the pub the day or so afterwards and speaking to the owner, who was slightly concerned because looking outside, and I have looked outside, there are several other trees that don't look particularly well and would not be surprised if they come down soon, especially with all the rain and everything that we have. And the question is that land that goes up alongside the road that these trees are in, is it owned by us, Horsham, or the owners? And whoever it is owned by, I think we should contact to say, please can you go and have a look at these trees as a matter of urgency, because sooner or later we aren't going to be lucky and the tree will come down and it will land on someone or something and cause an awful lot more damage than what happened last time, which was fortunate that it actually just went across the road into the car park and just caught the size of the pub and didn't cause any damage. But the size of it, if a car had been going along there, then it would have been a very, very different story.
I have been in contact with West Sussex County Council about the trees on that stretch of road, and they have carried out an inspection. They say that everything appears fine at the moment, but I will keep asking them to check that stretch of road to make sure the trees are safe. They do not own those trees or that land. It is privately owned.
So do we have a recourse to those owners? Do we?
West Sussex can
Can.
make a request to the owners if a tree is deemed unsafe.
Okay.
Do we know what type of trees they are? Are they oaks or are they
Old.
old? Yeah, because sometimes oaks have tree preservation orders on them, don't they?
Yeah, they don't look, especially the one that I looked at, I have to say, which is closer to the pub than the one that came down,
Yeah,
it didn't look very well to me at all.
okay.
So yeah, if I guess at the end of the day, Julie, I guess if they've confirmed that they're okay and one comes down, then we go, we told you so. But that's not the point. It's trying to be preemptive to it,
Yeah.
to stop something horrible happening. Because it's a bit late if it squashes a car.
Have they produced a report for us on the state of those trees?
They haven't provided a report. I've just got an email confirmation through their system saying that they've assessed them, but I can ask them for a copy of the
I
report.
think it'd be nice if we had a copy of the report to state which trees were in.
I think we can ask. We'll see if we can get one.
Well, at least we've got a trail to ask to make sure that they are safe rather than someone get injured and West Sussex say, well, sorry.
Further down from where that happened, about 3 years ago, there was a landslide and trees came
remember
down,
that, yeah.
and the house owner had to pay for the removal of the trees and the shoring up of the bank, which
Yeah.
is now on a grid, a fixed grid, to try and prevent further landslip. So that all along that section is a problem because the road has been dug into a hillside and the hillside is
By
moving.
the Boar's Head, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do we know who the landowner is for the trees?
I've no idea.
Okay, because it might be worth just dropping them a line to say that it's been looked at by West Sussex County Council. And have they had a tree report themselves done on them? Because they may be liable.
I would have expected West Sussex County Council to have done that, but let's see.
Well, it doesn't hurt to be belt and braces, does it?
The only thing I'd like to add, Chairman, is that all of the footpaths running down from Cedar Drive along Cripplegate Lane right to the end of right to the end where it joins Worthing Road, they've all been resurfaced, and the path is so much better. You can actually walk on it now without your hiking boots. So that really is a big improvement. I have emailed Councillor Nigel Jupp of
Yeah.
West Sussex County Council, our county councillor, just to pass on our thanks for the fact that, you know, it's a big improvement, long waited for, but it's at last we're there.
Excellent, that's good news.
We just need to get Mill Street done now.
Yeah, we do, don't we? It's a bit lucky. Okay, we finished on those items? Yep. Neighbourhood plan, have we got any updates on the neighbourhood plan?
Meetings have been held with Shipley and Nuthurst Parish Councils, and a meeting with Itchingfield is scheduled for later this month. Broadbid Heath are still discussing, have yet to respond.
Okay. Number 11, new plan applications.
10.
Oh, sorry, number 10, have I missed 10? Oh, sorry, community governance review. Have we got any updates?
Right. Terms of reference have been published for the Horsham District Community Governance Review. The last review took place in 2013, and best practice is for regular reviews every 10 to 15 years. With devolution approaching, it is unlikely that the new unitary would have capacity to undertake a review for a number of years. Initial community consultations will engage with residents, parish councils and stakeholders to gather information and shape draft recommendations. Draft recommendations will be consulted before final recommendations are submitted. Any changes would come into effect on the 1st of April 2027 prior to the parish elections in May. The scope of the community governance review allows for parishes to be created, merged, abolished, boundary changes, changes to structure, including warding and council numbers, renaming parishes and grouping parishes. Parishes are being asked to get involved by looking at the current external boundaries and warding arrangements to see if they still make sense, and to promote the consultation and encourage residents to get involved.
Thank you. Can I go to number 11 now?
You can go to
Oh,
number
excellent.
11 now.
New plan applications for consideration. So, first application is DC 25/2023, which is Beckley Stud, Reeds Lane, Southwater, West Sussex. This is for Graham Watkins. Variation of condition 10, previously approved application reference DC 220388, retention of existing green steel-clad building with mono-pitch lean-to for storage and distribution use by Equine America UK, result in mixed use of Beckley Stud as a whole for equestrian, residential, commercial purposes relating to BNG measures. Determination date's the 3rd of the 4th, 26, and our consultation date was the 5th of the 3rd, 26.
I haven't received a recommendation in respect of this application.
Okay. Do you want to,
I can bring it up.
can you bring it up?
Yes. Well, as none of us have
Seen it. Yeah.
It might be an idea that what we do is that you find out from Councillor Watkins, who I see has been allocated this case, as to whether or not he's going to provide a report on it.
I have contacted, not had a reply.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we could try Graham again and defer it until
We can defer.
I think we're going to have to defer it because
quite a
this
big
is
one.
this is complicated.
complex, isn't it? It's probably too much for tonight. Okay.
Okay.
We've got SPC comment, Proposer G. Watkins.
Yeah, just ignore that because we're deferring.
We're
So
deferring,
move to the
okay.
next one.
DC 25, 1934, 98 Blue Coat Pond, Christ Hospital, Sussex. Application was Mr. Ian Stannard. Changes to fenestrations. Determination date 13th of the 4th, 26. Consultation date 12th of the 3rd, 26. Says Councillor Stannard.
I have not received any recommendations for this, but as the consultation date isn't until the 12th of March, I think we can
Yeah.
cover this off at the next meeting.
Okay.
And I will get approval through email.
Okay, can you give him a chase?
I have.
Thank you. He's got no excuse here. I think he's over at Christ Hospital quite a lot, isn't he? Oh, is it? DC 260134, Oakwood House, Bonfire Hill, Southwater, West Sussex. Erection of chalet-style self-build dwelling. Consultation date 5th of the 3rd, 26. Determination 25th of the 3rd, 26. Oh, it's me. I did make an objection to this, I think because it was outside the
Yep.
built-up boundary of Southwater, and the fact that the exit and entrance to the property that's existing there has been there for many, many, many years because it's a very old property. And to put another property on the same position, I think would cause some traffic problems with sight lines, etc., from highways. So I'm going to object to this on the grounds that, one, it's outside the built-up area, but I'd like West Sussex Highways, if they're going to pass this, to have a look at that area. Because when I think the original plan, there probably wasn't any planning when the original house was built, so it just pops out onto the top of Bonfire Hill, and we know how people come around that bend at a super speed sometimes, so I think it could be quite dangerous up there.
So it's objection because it's up outside the
Built-up
built-up
area.
area.
Yeah, mainly.
And concern of
Concern.
of the safety on the highway.
Highway safety concerns.
I think we've got to vote for that.
Yes.
So yes, I support that.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is, so.
Bonfire Hill, down Church Lane, past the sports club. You go round the first left bend, and then it's on the
right-hand
right.
side.
What the place looks like the gypsies.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's just
That house on that bit of land.
Yeah.
it's just past there. Yeah. It's a field behind it, but it comes out onto that same.
Are we all in favour of supporting that? Yes, we are.
DC 260109, 26 Wilden Close, Southwater. This is Councillor Stannard again. Demolition of existing conservatory and erection of single-storey real infill extensions, erection of a front porch, conversion into lean-to and mono-pitched. 5th of the 3rd, 26 is consultation. 27th of the 3rd, 26 is a deadline. Have we had anything from...
No response.
No response yet. Can you chase him again? He's not doing very well tonight, is he?
No.
If Councillor Stannard's busy, and as I don't live more than a few yards away from that location, if he agrees, you could send that to me tomorrow, and I'll put in a report.
Thanks. Thank you.
Might get it done then.
DC 260057, the Laurels, Tower Hill, Horsham, West Sussex, RH13 0AQ. This is Councillor Brearley. Application to confirm the erection of a single-storey rear extension, lawful development certificate existing. 5th of the 3rd, 26, deadline dates 11th of the 3rd, 26.
Do have this one. So the build is in keeping with the current property and not visual from the road or surrounding area. Satellite evidence has been provided that meets the 4-year rule. It has been confirmed by the Heritage Trust that there is no impact on listed building in the area, and Southern Water raised no concerns. Recommendation is no objection.
Okay, can we have a vote on that? Yeah? Yeah, unanimous. DC 260135, Rascals Farm, Shipley Road, Southwater, West Sussex, RH13 9BG. Councillor Watkins. This is variation of the conditions for the planning application that's already gone in. Conditions 1, 5, 6, 11, 13 and 19. Removal of conditions 7 and 9. Previously approved application DC 240249. Reserve matters to the application the erection of 96 dwellings, ancillary parking and landscaping. Following the approval of outline application DC 200695, which is up to 100 residential units with associated vehicular and pedestrian access, relating to layout, scale, appearance and landscaping, relating to plans, arboricultural measures and water neutrality. 5th of the 3rd, 26, and the deadline's the 29th of the 4th, 26. This was Councillor Watkins. Has he made any?
No response.
No response. We've got some time for this one, haven't we? It's quite a large...
And it is just the variations of particular conditions.
Yeah, one of them's taken away the water neutrality
Yes,
issues
I think
that
a few of them
were
are.
raised. So perhaps we can ask Graham if he's going to make a comment
I will.
on that. Thank you. Application DC 251885, 41 The Fieldings, Southwater, Horsham, West Sussex, RH13 9LZ. Councillor Pearce, relocation of the garden fence by 6 foot retrospective. Consultation 2nd of the 3rd, 26, determination 27th of the 3rd, 26. There's no objection.
Yeah, these applications have all now passed, so the comments have been provided.
Okay. Yeah, I did help him with that one and it was fairly simple,
Yes.
to be honest with you. So the following applications have all been passed?
Yeah, if we can just get approval
Yeah,
for them all.
can we get approval for all the following applications that are on there?
We have to list them all.
DC 252097, 11 Beechwood, Southwater, West Sussex. Surgery to 2 times Oaks. Determination date 9th of the 2nd, 26. That was no objection. Garage DC 252010, garage block at Ash Road, Southwater. Surgery to 2 times Oaks. Determination date 3rd of the 4th, 26. There was no objection. Reduction should be limited to 30% now. Rowan, 2 Mile Ash, Horsham, West Sussex. It's retention of children's play equipment. Oh, this is the one that we've just been speaking about, isn't it? I think, Erica, have you had something to do with this?
With the initial application, yes, which was an objection. And I would like to hear from Graham as to what he thinks, but also I can't see, I mean, there's not enough information about where they want to extend the curtilage to, for a start, which obviously we did hear from the resident. And equally, it doesn't change the fact that it's completely overlooking the neighbour's bedroom, conservatory and garden. So I personally would still say it's an objection, but obviously Graham needs to.
We haven't removed our objection from the application despite the changes that they've made,
Right.
but I would like to add some more clarification and specification around the objections if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got an objection as a use of land as residential curtilage to the current placement of play equipment. So that's what we're saying. It is, yeah. It doesn't meet the 10-year rule, does it? It doesn't meet the 10-year rule, according to them, which is which should be viewed by Horsham District Council. Okay, can we have a vote on all of those in one?
I think you need to do it one by one.
One by one, do we? Oh, okay.
Do you want me to go through it?
Yes, please.
Right, DC 251885, can I have?
No objection.
No objection. Approved. DC 252097 for the surgery to 2 Oaks.
No objection.
No objection. Which one?
The one you just said,
I haven't got a copy of the agenda in front of me.
that's what we've got.
Oh,
I've got some extras on mine.
I printed the right one out.
It's not on the.
It's not on the agenda.
It's not on SharePoint either. It's not on the.
I'm wondering if... I tell you why, if you look at that one, that's come over from the last agenda. If you look at the date,
If there's,
so ignore that one.
okay.
Not 2010.
No, 2097.
Oh, right.
2010 should be on there.
2010, surgery to.
The 2 Oaks, yes, that should be on
We're
there.
voting on that, yes?
Yes.
So we've no objection on that.
No objection on that one.
And then it's DC 251834, which we should defer for further information. Yeah,
Yeah. So we agree to defer that one. Yeah.
yeah. Item 13.
Okay. Any planning appeals? No. District Council decisions?
You should all have a copy of the decision table if anyone's got any comments or that they'd like to make on that.
The only thing I'd ask is I see that there's a few there that we didn't submit anything. Would there be reason for that?
I never received recommendations. Most of these are relating to removing of conditions for water neutrality.
Oh, okay.
Any other questions, queries? No?
Planning compliance.
In February, HDC received 43 new planning compliance investigations. 27 complaints were closed and no notices were issued. 3 appeal decisions were received for outstanding enforcement notices, 2 were upheld and 1 was quashed. 2 new complaints were raised in Southwater. EN 260071, Beckley Stud, Reeds Lane, alleged breach of conditions 3 and 7 of DC 220388, redrainage and number of lorry movements per week and weather articulated HGVs. Also EN 260077, Sony DADC UK Limited, Southwater Business Park, Worthing Road, alleged breach of condition 5 of DC 251020 relating to the acoustic fencing. And that's all.
Okay. Has the council looked into that, Horsham District?
Horsham is will look into
They will
all of
look
them.
into them?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Do we know when we'll get a reply?
We don't tend to get replies. We get weekly notifications of the positions of things.
Okay.
If it's something that we need to be involved in, then they will contact us. But generally, their portal will just say it's closed. I do tend to contact them for further information and they will provide it if they can. It usually results in a new application being submitted for retrospective development.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the movement of Sony's lorries. That's been going on for a while now, hasn't it? I believe.
Well, I'm aware that the site is now finished, but
Yeah.
I'm not aware that it's being used.
Okay.
So,
Are we,
But they are still advertising the plots, but I haven't seen any companies move in there yet.
okay. So it could have been related to the builders' lorries, perhaps.
It could have been, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sure because we don't get the details of what the complaints are
Yeah.
about unless we're the ones creating them.
Okay. Right, date of next meeting. You see, believe it or not, April Fool's Day, 1st of April. Anyway, I'd like to thank you this evening for coming along.
Finished?
We're
Yep.
finished, yeah.
Meeting ended at 6:38 p.m. Thank you.